I'm a failure. You're a failure. Life is what it is, right? That's it. And I'm not complaining. I just don't see what I can do to make it better. Let's see, where's that list? So, I don't live in a nice country. My relationships are dysfunctional. My job sucks, and changing a career costs a lot of risks and money. What's worse is that I'm poor to begin with. Why do influencers living with nice houses and with nice friends talk about the growth mindset so much? They probably made all the right choices early in life. Or they had a privileged childhood. Or both. I didn't. So forget it. You know, these are very powerful thoughts. Powerful in a sense that debilitate us to the point that we're even more miserable. Yes, there might be some truth to them, and perhaps our path to happiness does contain more obstacles than for others. We can't measure those comparisons anyway, and even if we did through a detailed survey of some sort, what difference would that make? Life will always be unfair, but maybe there's a way to make it a tiny bit better, right here, in our minds. About me, I'm not the most disadvantaged person out there. I'm truly thankful that I don't have any life-threatening troubles, but my life is still far from rose-colored. But I'll leave any personal details out of it. So, for some part of it, all I could do is think negatively and compare myself to others. I've been thinking a lot about happiness and how desperately I want it. All I could do is wait, perhaps work towards it as far as generating money goes, but it's still waiting. So I decided to invite happiness into my heart. It's not the same thing as forcing myself to be happy, like making a performance, but rather changing my whole mindset about how I view life. Someone once told me, if you're unhappy now, you'll still be unhappy even when you have more things. Yes, I realize that better material conditions and a varied lifestyle do bring more opportunities for happiness, but the internal mind can process those experiences whichever way it wants. I became worried that I would be chasing more and more without ever feeling satisfied. So I realized that I need to keep working on my goals while nurturing love of life in all of its stages, including the uncomfortable ones. Which is why I started this channel, to keep reminding myself and others that the only way to be happier, not exactly 100% happy, is to find that sunshine within the self. You see, when we feel like failures, we substitute those thoughts with all sorts of distractions, because we're afraid to look at ourselves in the mirror. For example, we might bury our heads in social media, news, or binge watch TV, or we might focus more on the faults of others, or we're just stuck in the past, thinking about the what-ifs and the opportunities that we missed out on. We convince ourselves that we can't do better because of so-and-so, and so it goes. Helplessness, blame, distractions. It doesn't have to be that way. You'll never have everything in life, but you can have more than you have now. Shouldn't that mean something? Cleaning our minds of bitterness doesn't mean that we have to shelter ourselves from what's uncomfortable. It's about being open to the idea that there's an element within ourselves that can be an obstacle to happiness. It can be a personality trait or a habit. It's okay to throw it out, that pesky virus. And even when other people have caused us hurt, we don't need to think too much about their problems. Let those people be free to be however good or bad they want. Yes, let's turn away from abusive situations, but not uncomfortable ones. If you find that people become kinder if they see the sunshine within you, then they're still good people, just flawed. So are you. You can be frugal but happy. You can find joy in your humble surroundings without longing to live in a fancy neighborhood or a city. You can be inspired by songs of birds in the park, by your simple coffee in the morning. by the cheesy song you put on. All of these ideas are what inspired me to keep working hard on this channel. I just want to connect with other people who see value in self-development and refuse to think that it's too late. I still have a lot to learn as far as making videos goes. Obviously, I'm limited by my budget and my gear, so I can't just make anything I want. And to be honest, I think so far I've been pretty inconsistent, so let me know what you think of my work so far and what I can do to improve. For now, I just want to work on improving my on-camera presence. Someday, if fate and budget allows, I'd love to film using a better lighting setup. Maybe get a film camera, but I'll stay patient until then and work with what I have. But I can say for certain that I do enjoy this process. It gives some variety to my life. It makes me approach the mundane tasks that I've been so used to with a fresh spirit. It just feels good. That's why I plan to keep on going. I just want to connect with you and create a community around our shared desire to become stronger, more positive individuals. If you have something to share, please do so in the comments down below. I'll see you around in another video. Take care and bye-bye.